Hello and welcome everybody to my chapter 301 review of My Hero Academia. The last chapter was chapter 300, a little bit of a milestone where it focused on Endeavor and a bit more of his redemption arc, as people like to call it. And this week focuses on that some more. And Ray and Endeavor's son, Toya. So this chapter starts out with Endeavor at Ray's family household. I guess her last name is Ray Himura. I don't know if we knew that. Haven't been reading the manga for a very long time, so we could have not known that. Who knows? But there it is. So Endeavor's there, and so her family's like, we never thought that this would happen and all of that. And Endeavor says she was a lot like Ice herself, talking about Ray there. And he also goes on to state that she knew it was a quirk marriage from the beginning, that Endeavor never truly loved Ray, that it was sort of just, I need an ice quirk, I've got a fire quirk, we can make a good team. And you can tell they're walking through somewhere, and Endeavor's sort of looking grumpy in a way. And he sees Ray staring off flowers, like, you like flowers? She's like, yes, they're very pretty. And so then it cuts back to current time, where Endeavor's in the hospital bed, and he's like, Ray. And he's like, are you really okay? And Ray's like, okay. No, I'm not. And she said, that's why I'm here. So, next, we go to a scene of current Toya, or Dobby, whatever you want to call him. And he's like, he can't even feel a thing, even though all of his flames that he just did. And he's like, says, I know dear old dad ain't gonna die. He's tougher than that. Plus, if he wants to say adios to this world, his position will allow it. He'll have to make some kind of public statement soon, too. I can't wait to see his pathetic mug. I've been waiting so damn long for this. Enji Todaroki, Mom, Fuyumi, Natsu, and Shoto take a real good look at me in the depths of hell. So I think it's interesting in myself how he refers to Endeavor, Enji, as his real name, which is Enji Todaroki, right? But he goes on and says, Mom, Fuyumi, Natsu, and Shoto, right? He sort of knows that they're not really to blame for any of this. It's Endeavor, Enji. It's his fault. So then we go to when Toya was a kid, right? And he's yelling at Endeavor, or Enji. If you guys want to put in the comments what you'd rather me call him, since I think the next few chapters are going to deal with this some more. If I need to be calling him Endeavor, Enji, whatever. So I'm just going to call him Endeavor because that's his hero name, and that's what we've known him for most of the story as. So, oh gosh, I lost my train of thought. So here, Toya's yelling at Endeavor to like, hey, train me, quirk train me. And you see Endeavor says, it's for your own good. And so that's why I won't train him, right? So, and then we cut over to the hospital, where they were seeing the results of what Toya's quirk is, which, as we know, it's a holler version of Enji's flame quirk, but he can't withstand that fire. His body's been meant for cold temperatures, not for hot ones. So it's interesting. So he got his dad's more hot flames and a better version of his mother's ice resistance, which is interesting. And so then we see something else that and then you see something where All Might says, you can surpass All Might, Toya. And then we go to Fuyumi and Toya sitting on a couch, and Fuyumi's like, but Toya, I don't like whenever you go outside and burn yourself trying to do this quirk stuff. And, yeah, this is an interesting chapter because it's pretty much just showing the evolution of how Toya's childhood was. And then, so Toya got in his head that he can become the next #1 hero, that he can be the one to do it. But after they learned this, Endeavor's like, no, he can't be the one to do this. It's not possible. And that's when he comes up with the idea, we just need the #1, have another kid that can do it, and this other kid will force Toya into thinking, well, I can't do it. All of that. He says, since he'll be the one never to surpass All Might. And then we see a picture of Natsu as a baby, right? Fuyumi's all surprised. And then we see Toya just standing there like, why? Then Endeavor's doing his thing, then there's a thing of All Might doing so much better, and Endeavor just goes into a rage. And then they have Shoto, right? They have Shoto. And then you see out in the woods, Toya, and I'm just going to read this. He goes, no, Dad, I can do it too. I can surpass him. See, look how strong my flames are already. Look at me. Because obviously Endeavor's not paying any attention to him because he's got a new masterpiece, which is Shoto. And then Endeavor's talking to his son. He's like, no, why don't you stop? You're covered in burns. And you still don't get it? Why? Toya, you have to look behind all of this. Poif, Natsu, and Fuyumi, make some friends at school. There's a whole other world besides the hero stuff. I know you understand that. Take my advice, and this will be a distant memory soon. But then Toya says, the kids at school all say they want to be heroes. I can't understand that because I've got you for a father. And the next page shows, what's it called? It shows Fuyumi being like, we've got to calm him down, we've got to calm him down. And then Dabi, or Toya, whatever you want to call him, goes, you've lit this fire in me, Dad, and it's not going out. I can't pretend it's not there. And he goes, look at me, Endeavor. Look at me. And he sort of lunges forward as he's trying to attack, and he shoves Endeavor off to the side pretty much and goes forward like he's going to attack Rei and Shoto, presumably Shoto, which is Endeavor's masterpiece. And then Fuyumi says at the end, you don't get to claim you're hurting more than anyone. This is going back to present time. I'm sorry I didn't make that clear. He says you don't get to claim you're hurting more than anyone. And you're not the only one who didn't really see him. So, this chapter is pretty interesting for that reason, that we sort of get Toya's backstory of how he got told that he could be the #1 hero, and he got that in his head. But then his quirk is not meant for his body, just like, first time I think this was brought up with Ayama, however you want to say the naval laser quirk in number seat 1 in class 1A. His quirk isn't the best for his body, but we've got a more extreme case here with not Natsu, Toya. With Toya, it's very interesting, I have to say. So, interesting chapter. Going back to what I said earlier, it showed how Dabi got told he could be #1 hero. His quirk wasn't meant for his body, so Endeavor's a trash father, has 2 more kids, one of them who doesn't have the quirk that he wants, and Shoto, who has the quirk that he wants. And yeah, it's a very interesting chapter. I haven't done one of these in 2 weeks, so sorry about that delay. The next one is coming later today, as you're watching this. So if you are watching on the same day, so yeah, it's a very interesting chapter. 301. Oh, I never said the chapter title. It was called The Wrong Way to Put Out a Fire, Part 1. So I'm guessing next chapter, 302, will be the same sort of thing of The Wrong Way to Put Out a Fire, Part 2. And also, can I just say how brilliant of a chapter name that is, in my opinion? Since we're talking about Endeavor and the Fire Quirk and Dobby and the Fire Quirk, I think that's just a brilliant title by Horikoshi. So, yeah, everybody, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you people like the video. Yeah, thank you for watching it, and I'll be back for chapter 302.